welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that y'all have joined me. I hope you've been enjoying the videos that I've been putting up, and just kind of a variety of different crafts and sewing, and I've enjoyed making them, so I hope that y'all are enjoying seeing them. And what we're going to do today is, it's a cute little, I call it a trinket basket. You could use it for anything. It's like a bin, a little basket bin. So what we need for this project is going to be, this is the, I will put this up a little closer to the camera so you can see the dimensions. We're going to do the small one here, but these are the dimensions for all three. So we need 2 pieces of our outside fabric, 2 pieces of our lining. We need 2 pieces of pellon. It is like a bonding. We're going to bond this to the fabric, which gives it a little bit of a stiffening, and I'll put a link in the video to where you can get this correct one right here. And then we're going to do a little bit of batting, which just gives it a little softness and dimension as the basket or the bin. Okay, so our first step is we're going to move to the ironing board, because we're gonna, this has a side to it that will iron down. And this, what this pellon does is it just kind of gives you a little bit more of a structure to your item. So you have the regular side, and then this side you see is a little bit shiny. So that's the side that we're gonna iron to the wrong side of these 2 pieces here, which is just gonna help the little basket to sit up a little bit better. So we're gonna iron this down, and when you are ironing this onto the fabric, you just want to cut your steam off so it gives it a little bit better heat. It'll stick much better. The steam kind of puts that moisture in there. Okay, and we have the 2 layers of batting. It just gives it a nice little cushion look for a basket. So these are going to go here, and we're going to go to the sewing machine, and we're just going to stitch these down with a larger stitch, so it's just to hold them on there until we get the basket put together. So that's going to be our next step. Okay, and on this we're just going to do a basting stitch. We just want to do this to hold down the batting, and we're just going to baste all the way around it. On this is fine, because we can pull this basting stitch out. It's just basically to hold this down. Okay, so we've got all of that stitched onto the right sides of the fabric. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to take right sides together, and the same on the lining. And we're just going to stitch this bottom seam right here. So I'm going to go to the machine and stitch both of these, and then I'll be right back to show y'all what happened here. Okay, so you can see that I stitched across the bottom and down the sides. Nothing right here. This is just my basting stitch, which I did earlier, but these are still opened right here. So, because we're gonna do something here in just a minute with these. So down the sides on your lining and on your outside part and across the bottom. So now we're gonna press it. One thing is I'm not showing a lot of the sewing because it's kind of basic, but if you do like to see more of the sewing, like each step when I go to the sewing machine, just leave me comments and I'll do more of that. But this is pretty simple. We're just stitching straight across these two sides right here. Okay, so we got that stitched. So you've got your lining, and if you see, it turns out like a little bucket, and then you've got your main piece here, and then we're going to move on to the next step, and we're going to remove all of our pins out of here and moving on to the next step. Okay, so you're going to flip your lining, and you're going to put right sides together. The lining is going to go down inside your outside bucket, and you're going to pin your seams together, and then you're going to pin all around, and we're going to go back to the sewing machine and stitch this, and we're going to leave about a 3-inch gap because we're going to turn it to the right side, because we're doing this on the inside, and then we'll turn it, and we're going to have the cutest thing. Okay, so we left a little bit of a gap here. We sewed all the way around this top part, and now through this hole that we left open, we're going to turn it to the right side. It's a little tricky. It just takes a little bit of time to maneuver it all through there. You just want to be careful not to rip your seam out, and because you have that thickness on the other side of this side of the basket, so it's a little bit thick to pull through there, but you just take your time and you just pull it, and just work it through, and eventually you'll work it all back through that little hole. Is going to go down inside because that's your lining area. You're going to push it all out, your corners out nice and neat, and then we're going to go back to the ironing board. We want to iron around that top, pull that seam out good, and we're going to top stitch this. I got a little thread right there, all the way around. And then we're going to pull out those basting stitches that we put in to hold down our batting. And then we're going to have a really cute basket here in just a minute. We'll come back with the next step. Okay, so we've turned it. We've taken out all of our top stitching, or not top stitching, basting stitching that we did. And we pressed it, got our corners out nice and neat here in the bottoms. And now we're going to go, because this is the area where we turned it, we left open. So now we're going to go top stitch around the top part of the basket. Okay, and there is the finished project. It's really cute. There's 3 sizes on this pattern, and I'm going to link the instructions and the description on the video. And I did the smallest ones, so you can see the bigger ones are going to be quite a bit, especially the large one, quite a bit bigger. And this took me only, I did it out of a fat quarter, so it didn't take very much fabric at all. And it's really cute for all kinds of storage that you can put in it. I'm going to use it over in my sewing area to put things in it. So it's a great little bin that you could do in your kids' rooms or give as a gift. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, if you could give me a thumbs up, a like, and if you could subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. Subscriptions help my channel grow, and it's fun to do these things, and I hope you're enjoying them. And hopefully we'll have a new one uploaded soon. Thank you. Okay guys, and there you see the finished project. I put it over in my sewing area, so I'm going to put scissors and different things like that in it. So and it matches what I've got going on with my theme here, so it turned out really cute.